Ding dong bing bong. Good morning, Freedom Campers. So the reason I'm on the road already is because I had such a rough night last night that I've woken up ever so slightly late. And no, not late, just I snoozed a bit. Which is nice to know that, you know, like, even in the mad sunshine, which I may or may not have sunburn on my feet, but even in the mad sunshine, I can sleep in, or I can at least sleep, and get a full sort of lot of sleep, even if I'm struggling at night. So I'm hoofing it to work because I'm supposed to be there at 9 and it is 9 now. It's only going to take me probably 10 minutes to get there. And nobody's relying on me to be there, so it should be alright. But I hate being late. There's cyclists on this road doing the old get off and milk it. I wonder if I could try. Just give me a moment. Look, I can do it. So this is where we are. Driving. This is the cyclist that I'm going to try and cross on the double yellow lines. He's got a banana in his pocket. Give me your banana! I'm actually quite gutted that I don't have a banana this morning. I must secure a banana for myself. Kia ora whānau. I am buggered. I have had a long day. It's around about 3 now, and I have just been mad cleaning this place up. The story behind this is I got a job. I answered an ad for a chef. It's a club room that has been run by volunteers for a good long while. They just want to up the tempo a bit, make it a bit more ooh la la. And so I'm sort of their first employed chef extraordinaire, or at least this committee's first chef. As we know with volunteers, out of the goodness of their heart, they've been cooking for their community, and I cannot praise them enough. All have full-time jobs and full-time responsibilities and still choose to come down here. The trouble with not having a captain at the helm is that things don't get looked at as much as, so it was pretty grubby, and still is. So this day I have spent just arranging stuff So one of the girls came in and helped her to, make this beautiful office with a freezer. Beautiful office that I have now, so I can work in that. And then you come through to the main room, and this is all the stuff I took out of the kitchen. All of the many things. And there's all sorts of things. I feel like this place has not had an overhaul since 1975. And it sounds yucky, but it's the most satisfying job, because I just get to, look at all the stuff and go, oh yes, that's interesting, that's really cool, and oh no, throw it away, and I'll go, okay. But here's the space. This is one of my favourite bits, is all the different types of plates. So all of those are different types of plates. So I don't have actually, they've got a wood fire pizza. So these are the wood fire pizza plates. And then this is what I've got left over for service. And there's no real dinner plates, anything for me to serve on. Like these are, if somebody served you dinner on that. And the trouble is that you could have a bit of a clean. I could probably bleach them, but it's still that crack is still gonna show, and it'll just permanently look grubby. So I'm gonna make do, but hopefully we'll get some funding for some new plates. This is all the kind of stuff that they've been doing in the past. Which, chips, squid, jalapeno bites, hot dogs, it's all good. It's all good stuff that volunteers can handle, and I mean, that's a blooming treat. The lady here that was doing the most work, she was putting on some Greek gyoza. No, Greek... Oh, I forget the name. Oh, I've got gyoza on the brain. I am literally starving. What are they? Come on, you got this. Gyros. Which is, a flatbread covered in lots and lots of nice veggie Greek kind of, and then a hummus and a bit of cheese and a bit of yum. Oh, it was delicious. But yeah, this is what I've got to work with, which is I've had less. I'll tell you that now. I'm iffy about the oven. I don't know that I'd be doing much baking in that oven because it's quite wide open, and so it's not going to hold temperature very well when it's open and closed. And then the sink is a bit of a nightmare. It's a bit small for washing that many plates and that many cutleries and that many bowls and bits and pieces. And then this thing here is a monster. He is a monster, and there's a cut behind him, so I've got to pull him out. But wow. And then this is the creepy cupboard slash pantry. Thank you for doing it when I asked. So this is where I'm probably going to come to cry. I bet this is a really flattering angle as well. Excuse the chins. So this is where I'm going to come to cry. And there's already a coat here for me and a hairbrush. I don't know whose coat this is. Anyway, so that's the tour of my little slice of paradise. But I mean, look at this. Just this is the thing with New Zealand, is that it's not there's not all the amenities that you could want. You know, there's not a there's not a KFC on every corner and it could Amazon that delivers your packages the next day and stuff like that. But everywhere is just beautiful. It's really hard to be unhappy in New Zealand. It's really, because you start to get a bit down, and then you look outside and go, oh, okay, very beautiful. Thank you for the pick-me-up. Thank you for the vitamin D. Thank you for the kind people and the lovely cuisine and the rich cultural history and the bizarre little clubs in the middle of nowhere that just have fantastic heart and warmth and light about them. There's one of the things coming from England that I really appreciate is when I was in England as a child, I lived in the same house for 20 odd years, and I lived next door to the same lot of people for at least 15 years, and I could not tell you their names. I can't even remember their faces. Nobody says hi when you go into a shop, or no one really stops on the side of the road to make sure that you're all right when you're broken down car, and no one goes, oh, you need one of those, you can just have one here, I've got this spare one. It's cold, and you have to find community and find. It's not that people don't do that. It's just people are naturally suspicious of strangers, and the stranger danger here is not of the same quality. So yeah, there's a lot of relax, and I am very blessed. So now we are onwards. So I'm going to finish up today because I am literally kicking boxes around now. My mind has melted. My mind has melted. So we are going to go up the coast, and we're going to go and have dinner with my friends, and I'm going to have a shower there, and then I'm going to pick up some more blankets for the car because last night was rough, and we'll see where that leads us. Peace. Kia ora whanau. So just finished dinner and had a shower, and now I am booking it to the supermarket, because I remember how disappointed I was this morning to not have a banana. Who knew? It's getting a bit late though. I'm a bit worried about how little plans I've got for tonight. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? So yeah, I'm going to end this here, try to get through the supermarket as quick as possible. I have got a load in the dryer at the laundrette, so we'll see how that goes, and then I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Well, that was exhausting and kind of disconcerting. So I went to find a camping spot, but because this is just sort of a recent thing for me, I haven't got all that much petrol. I've got work ahead of me, but just running low on funds. And so I went down this windy track, and I was getting to the point where I'm like, I really need to watch out just in case I go too far. And so I stopped at this lookout, and you see, I'm a rule follower. I like to stick to the rules. I like to stick inside the rules so that I can't be at fault with anyone. And I was reading the rules of freedom camping in New Zealand, and it says you have to be in a self-contained vehicle in order to freedom camp, which suggests that and this is real loose, like it's either a caravan or nothing. But you can sleep in your car, but only if there were facilities. And but what classes as a facility? A public facility, or can I class the pub down the road there as a facility? I don't. It's not super clear to me at the moment. Anyway, so I stopped at this lookout, and I thought, all right, well, there's no facilities, but this seems like an ideal place to set up for the night. And then I got out of the car to start setting up the bed, and I looked, and this park warden that was going down towards the park stopped dead in the road and just watched me. And so I just sort of looked out at the lookout, and he was just stopped dead in the road. And so I sort of looked back over at him because I was a bit weirded out by it. And then he just drove off. So I got the impression then that he was watching to see if I was going to sleep in my car or not. But is that just my paranoia? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, my paranoia overcame me, and I decided to move. This spot that I'm in at the moment is kind of more low key. So yeah, I can't imagine a park warden's going to come past anytime soon. But yeah, I'm a bit worried about. Well, you can only sleep in your car if you've got facilities available to you, but then you can't sleep in your car in certain locations. So all of the locations that I would have thought would, I'm noticing no freedom camping. It's kind of put a bummer on things. I feel bummed out. But it won't be for long. I just have to plan my days better. I've just got to plan my days and plan where I'm going to be and know where. It's this initial sort of, because I've done my 2 nights in Hatfield, which is a nice place, and I feel comfortable there. But where's another place around here? Like without driving a million miles. So I guess that kind of leaves me a bit twitchy. Because, it's dark now. And I haven't got my bed set up, or I haven't taken my vitamins, and so it's sort of dysregulated me. Although, again, I was out a bit later than I should have been. I'd done a few things, and, I hadn't considered finding a place to sleep early enough. So it's very interesting having your days dictated by the light. Because it's not something that, you go to bed when it's dark and, you wake up when it's light. But you don't, not since I was a kid have I come inside when it's dark or when it's getting dark. And you just don't think about it, having a house to go to, because you don't have to. So yes, ruled by the ebbing and the flowing, by the coming and the going of the sun, and the appearance of the stars. Maybe we'll make a hippie of me yet. On that note, I am exhausted. I am showered, I've had some dinner. I probably do have 20 minutes work to do. There's no way I'm getting these videos edited. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. But I will see you all, same bat time, same bat channel.